Hello everyone. I finally figured out how to wire this panel so that it's got a proper working entry and exit delay. And someone pointed out to me that this panel doesn't set by an entry and exit delay. I thought there was no entry or exit timer settings inside the panel, so I thought it was a fixed entry and exit delay, but you have to wire it so that the exit and entry delay manually start. Anyway, I've got it going. I could do it, but it was just getting my head around the very confusing wiring diagram. And now I've got my head around the very confusing wiring diagram. I've actually wired it so it works. I don't have though a micro switch. Obviously this isn't like installed in a house, as you can see it's just on my workbench and I've set it up just like this for a demonstration. But I don't have a micro switch. So I can't really show you what would be happening inside the door when it's locked and unlocked, which is what this alarm detects. It's hard to explain anyway. Here's the confusing thing. I don't know if you can see this little yellow wire I'm holding. This is supposed to be part of the pass lock, and this white wire is. Now, you'd expect, right, okay, these two wires represent a closed door. That wasn't right. These two wires represent a locked door and an unlocked door. But weirdly enough, a locked door is represented by these two wires being apart, and an unlocked door is represented by these two wires being together. It would be easier to demonstrate with a micro switch, but I don't have one, and that can be a bit hard to get your head around that. But that's what it is. So, unlocked door, locked door, and here I've got some door contacts, which would be on the exit door. So what this panel does is it detects whether the exit door, the main door you use to leave, that the panel is designed to detect, it detects whether that door is unlocked or locked. And when it detects that the door is unlocked, it starts the entry-exit delay. And when it knows the door is locked, the delay finishes. So if the door was unlocked and these two connectors parted, it wouldn't matter, it would just beep until you turned it off. But if these connectors part when the door is locked, that's when the alarm thinks, right, we've got a problem, and it goes off, because it can sense that the door's been opened but the lock is still on, so it sets the alarm off. I'll demonstrate this really quickly. We've got no mains light though in this case, because it's not connected to the mains. It's working off a backup battery that I put inside. But just to prove there is power, this green light in the middle will come on now. So you can see that green light's come on. So the panel does have power, it's just not running off the mains at the minute. And that's the main circuit, so that's all the zones and the entry-exit door all in one LED. This is from the late 70s, so it's a pretty simple panel, and it can be easily defeated really, but it's nice to have a nice piece of vintage alarm equipment. So I'll demonstrate now. So this little part I'm going to demonstrate now is how you would have left the house. So the door will be unlocked when you're leaving the house, so I have to put them two wires together. Right, so you think, right, we're going out. Let's pretend we're going out shopping. So we know we're going out, so we put the alarm on. But first, before we put it on, we put it in test. Once it's in test, this system clear light should come on. That means all the zones are secure and the alarm is ready to be put to the on position. So once you do that, you go ahead and turn it on. That's when this beep starts. That's the beep that says you can leave. So I can part these two connectors, which symbols the entry-exit door being opened, put them back, so the alarm thinks we've left now, and then we lock the door, part these two wires because we've now locked our door, and the delay's finished. So the alarm's now set. We've locked the door, so the alarm's now on, detecting. So we come back from shopping and we unlock the door. So I'll go and unlock our door, ready to come in. So we unlock the door, so the entry exit delay starts. We then open the front door, or the entry exit door, so these connectors part, go back. So we're now in the house and we can turn the alarm off. Right. Now, the last thing I'll demonstrate, because I've got a video demonstrating this panel's full features on another video. This is just it detecting and me demonstrating the actual alarm facility, because I didn't know how that worked before, but now I do. So the last part is how it detects an intruder. So, for this alarm to detect an intruder, there has to be forced entry, which means the door will be locked, but these connectors will part. And to the alarm, that's a big problem, so it sets it off. Because it thinks, right, the lock's still on, but the door's open, so we've got a robber, so it alarms. So, what we'll do, we'll go, pretend, right, we're going to leave, we're going to go shopping again, but we'll be robbed whilst we're out shopping this time. Very unfortunate, but there you go. So, the door's unlocked, put our system in test, system clear, so we can go to arm. Right, part these connectors. Right, we're together again, so we close the door, now we lock our door. Right, we've gone, the alarm thinks we've gone, everything's fine. So now we're out shopping, an intruder comes along. Now this is where the panel, sorry, I forgot what I was on about then. This is where the panel will find a problem now. It will find that the intruder forces the front door open. So the intruder won't unlock the door. Of course, the intruder doesn't have a key. So what will happen is the door will still be locked, but these contacts will part because the door will be forced open. So what I'll do now, the panel thinks the door's locked. The door is locked. We're a robber. So what we do, we don't unlock the door because we're a robber. We kick the front door in. So the front door gets kicked in. These two contacts part and causes an alarm activation. So we pretend we kick it in now. So bang, we're going to kick the door open. On 3, 2, 1, go! The alarm's now going off and it thinks the door's been kicked in, so it's now an alarm. So we'll turn that off. We put it back in test and it can tell us what's been going on. So the connectors on the entry exit door have parted whilst the alarm was on, so that's an alarm activation, so the main circuit has activated. So we'll switch that off. So that's how it works, really. And if you were going to bed at night, if you wanted to put it on whilst you were going to bed, you don't have to leave the house. So your front door would already be locked because you were going to bed, and you just simply put the alarm. Right, I've done that wrong, I'm getting confused now. Say like we were going to bed, we wouldn't leave. So the door would already be locked, and for the door to be locked, these wires have to be parted. So the door's now locked. So when you go to bed, you would simply just put the alarm on. And again, there'd be no entry-exit delay because you'd already be in the house and the door would already be locked. And if you got an intruder in the middle of the night, you'd be woken up to this. Right, I'll put those connectors back and the system clear light comes on. So that's how it worked. I didn't know how to wire this panel up with connectors and alarm devices, so I just demonstrated all the other features on my previous video. But that is how an alarm panel from the 1970s works. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.